and I'm just over it right now. Yesterday I was gonna have an anxiety attack because this is just too much. George, yes, I got your email. I still need to reply. I'm good for the date. It's on my calendar. I just need to confirm by replying to you. But yes, I got your email. Hi, everybody. I'm here because we're gonna do a live Q&A with Alicia. For everyone that is interested in getting more information about the masterclass Writing from the Womb. So Alicia is going to be joining us in a few minutes, but in the meantime, do let me know how you guys are doing. I hope that everyone is staying safe, that everyone is practicing self-care. This week has definitely not been an easy one for most of us. I myself have to stay away from my timeline because most of the people that I follow are social justice activists, and it's just been super triggering for me to see all these videos and images of the victims who have lost their lives in the hands of the police. So I try to stay updated with certain things, but then every time I look at an image, I'm just like, I can't. It like it's just been a lot. So I'm here working on grant applications for my day job because that's what I do during the day, and I have like 15 grant applications that I have to submit within the next 5 days, and I've been having all kinds of technical issues, and I'm about to call Washington DC and be like, yo, I need more time because shit isn't working for me for some reason. But yeah. Ariel Vargas, bienvenidos. Tu nombre resultó en un meeting en cual tuve presente esta semana, donde me hablaron sobre tu libro, y de una vez fui a buscarlo en Amazon. El libro se llama oh my god, Nebulon. Oh my god, se me olvida el nombre, pero se llama Crónicas de Nevadón, y es ciencia ficción. Y yo tengo tanto tiempo buscando un escritor dominicano que haya escrito un libro de ciencia ficción, y resulta que tú eres esa persona. So, un día de estos te voy a contactar para que no hables sobre tu libro, para que no leas de tu libro, porque sinceramente no soy fanática de la ciencia ficción, pero soy muy curiosa con los escritores dominicanos que escriben sobre temas así, que no son cosas que no son cosas comunes, como estaba diciendo. Alicia, I'm going to strangle Alicia. Yes, tell her to come on here. I texted her to come on here, and I just let's see. Girl, I am just over technology today. Tú saliste para tu carro para hacer este live.
Listen, We don't got a quiet space in the house for our lives, for our workshops. We in a pandemic. We fucking rioting out in these streets. Like,
Yo, we out here figuring shit
what's
out
up,
because
JP? What's up, JP? I was on my live real quick, just talking about how fucked up things are right now and how important it is for us to use our art. I was getting ready to talk about that. Use our art as activism. You know, like right now more than ever, we need to be fighting back in the ways we know how to. Right?
yeah, I agree. I
Listen,
agree.
listen.
But let's get to it,
So,
Miss.
what's up, everybody? Angie, thank you for hosting this live. So we have the Writing from the Womb Masterclass, also inspired by Angie, as we wrapped up our 9-week Writing from the
Why
Womb.
was that inspired by me? You've been offering this class for so long.
I know, but you're like, let's do the online. So I'm throwing everything online. Thank God for you. Thank God for you to inspire me, putting my work out in the world in that way, in a larger way, you know, especially during these times. Like, if it wasn't for you saying that, you know, I wouldn't have fucking know where to begin. You know,
We didn't even know that this was going to happen when I told you to offer the class online.
Nope.
And you had to learn a whole new platform, too.
In a minute, in a day. Listen, Linda.
We appreciate you. Some people don't know what you be going through as an instructor, as a facilitator. They don't know what we're doing out here in the background. They don't know.
They don't know how we living in these streets. They don't know. The struggle is fucking real. So Writing from the Womb wraps up. We had an incredible 9-week. We had an amazing reading. It was inspiring. My writers, my students, I love them. There was 21 writers of color killing it. And then it's like, where do you go from there? When you take these writing workshops and you take these classes and you go to things like VONA and you get all this feedback, what do you do with the feedback? What do you do with that work? How do you re-enter your story? How do you get to the business of getting the work done, completion, right? And so I decided that it was time to kick off Writing from the Womb Masterclass, and it's very different. So Writing from the Womb, the 9-week or the 6-week or the 40-week, because I've had 40-week workshops, is very much about writers at all levels, right? So from emerging to advanced, and each week is designed to focus on an area of the craft, whether that's voice, whether it's point of view, whether it's plot, whether it's the conflict, you know, whether it's character development or building worlds. That's what the first one is intended. It's a lot of craft essays. It's a lot of conversation about, you know, beginning, middle, and end, just like the basics of writing a story. This class is not that. Writing from the Womb, the master class, the writers have already written with me. A lot of the students who are returning are from like 2013 when I launched Writing from the Womb. But anyone who has not taken Writing from the Womb is welcome to attend. So I'm going to back it up. So here's what we're saying this class is. It's intensive in every sense of the word. We are fucking writing our asses off. You are required to write 10 pages a week. Now, I have a free intro class, and I'm going to slow it down for you. We're going to spend an afternoon talking about what these 6 weeks looks like. So don't be afraid by my language right now. But yes, be scared, because we're about to, like, step up our fucking game and get it done. So 6 weeks, 10 pages per week. You will have 60 pages. I have writers from Writing from the Womb who have 70 pages already written. Just in the 9 weeks we were writing together, killing it.
And this was from the class that you offered this spring.
Yes, ma'am. But Tawana was like, I have 70 pages. I know Priscilla's on here. I know Priscilla has close to 50 pages. It is, JP, but we getting shit done. We don't have time to fucking waste. We don't have time to bullshit. My first class is very loving. I'm a midwife. I'm going to be very gentle. But now we're giving birth. So now it's the breathing and the pushing and the fucking labor pains, and we are editing. This is an intensive. So So that means we are looking at our work from a different lens. The creative process is beautiful, right? When you're writing, the juices are incredible. The harder part is sitting down and editing that shit and getting it ready, getting it canon ready, getting it Big Five ready. And so what we're doing is we have 6 weeks. 1 week, I will talk a little bit about editing, right? I'm going to be talking about editing and revising in that process. We're going to be editing and revising in class, but we are going to be workshopping. So there are 3 classes that I'll talk about crafts and 3 classes that are actual workshops. And you will have partnering. There are cohorts. They'll be reading your work. They will be providing you feedback, and you are responsible to edit.
I think JP needs to sign up.
I know he does. I already feel it.
I know JP working on something, but
Let's go, JP. Let's go. Here's what's beautiful about this masterclass. So I gave you the hard stuff. That shit is not going to be easy. The beautiful part is you're going to have several writers reading 60 pages of your work. You can't get that anywhere. These are your first readers, and the Writing from the Room community is a sacred space. Like, it is a beautiful, it's a beautiful home for writers of color to come and get loved on and supported, and people who get you, right? People who get your story. You don't have to explain or translate shit. And so it's about, we're at the business of getting it done. We're moving, forward movement. That's what we're doing. So with that, what did I miss, Angie? We could take questions.
So on the flyer, you state that you require everyone to submit 10 pages, and everybody has been asking, at what point do they submit these 10 pages?
Okay, so I want, first of all, you cannot attend Writing from the Womb if you do not have a work that's at least 10 to 20 pages in, period. You have to have a start. This is not beginning writing. This is, you already have a large chunk of something in the works. Beginning of a chapbook, something. You've started something. You have to have for me, 20 pages is my number. I need to know you have 20 pages of work, because then that to me tells me that you're serious about your writing and you've made forward movement. Period, because you're going to be developing every week, adding 10 pages. So for our first week, we want the first 10 pages because we're going to share. We're going to see where we're at with our progress, with our process, with our whatever the work is. And then you're going to meet with me one-on-one, and we are going to talk about your revision plan, your writer's plan. Listen, 10 pages is not a lot weekly. If you think about it, like 2 pages a day, it's not a lot. It is not impossible. It feels like, oh, life. Those who are going to attend the masterclass are fucking serious about their writing right now, period. And I trust that. It could be 6 writers. It could be 20 writers.
Now, does it matter what genre?
No.
What if you have 10 pages of poetry?
You can come. I have poets in my class. I have people who write prose. I have playwrights. I have filmmakers. It's anyone. Writers. Writers.
What if your work is in Spanish?
We had a writer who wrote only in Spanish. You know,
Yes.
I defer to how we assign cohorts are we ask writers to partner with a person that can read that work. So, yeah, they'll still get feedback in the same way.
Got it. Because we've had some people reach out that they're interested, but they wanted to know what happens if their work is, you know, not in English, and if it's another genre. So so JP, this is giving you Vona vibes.
Yo, for real, like straight up, I have a pending conversation with folks about Vona. I'm excited about you doing a live because Vona is an inspiration. But the only thing that really for me was challenging was coming back home with. So you go to Vona and you get workshops by. I was in the fiction workshop with Maza Menhiste. She's amazing, a fiction writer. We had 12 students. I had 12 peers read my work. So 12 people reading 20 pages of my historical fiction back in 2012. So I come back with edits from those 12 people. That's the part that was like, fuck, now what? Whose feedback?
Right.
You know, how do you get back? And so this, how it's different is that you're going to be with me for 6 weeks, and you are fucking editing all of that. Those 6 weeks, you're building. We're not doing that. Oh, Q, you had your workshop. Good luck.
JP says that this workshop is about accountability. What rateros like him are scared of.
Ya lo sabes. Ya lo sabes. This is not.
Paola is asking what happens after you complete, this masterclass and you have this body of work. Are you gonna do another body on here's how you publish your work?
We can talk about that. But honestly,
And
I've
let me
had all.
just tell you, just to say to everyone that this class is for you to really get into your writing, right? And for you to workshop your work, for you to revise, for you to get feedback. But once you have this body of work, what happens next is if you intend to publish, you need to get an editor, because these people who are taking this class with you, they're not editing your work. They are not a professional editor, right? We're just helping you complete that body of work so that you could get to the next step, which should be editing, if your intention is to publish it. Okay, once you sit down with an editor, which could take you 1 or 2 months to work through that manuscript, then you could move into, do I want to get my manuscript to a big publishing house? How do I pitch a literary agent? And if you want to know how to pitch a literary agent, take our workshop that is being offered on June 6th on how to pitch a literary agent, and
Please do
come
that.
take notes.
Please
Okay,
do that.
if you are afraid of pitching to a literary agent and you want to self-publish, Peggy Robles is hosting a 4-week workshop on how to get your body of work published on your own. So we're doing it out here. We're helping you through the steps. So if you playing yourself, that's on you.
Absolutely, Angie. I'm glad you said that, because there are steps. You have to know the business side. I know editing for me is not my strong suit. I'm very, very blessed to have, a daughter who's a scholar who reads all my shit. She even reads my fucking tweets sometimes, just in case yo me paso de loca. She's like, nah, you can't post that shit. Sorry. Vetoed. And so, the editing part is the writing edit work. We have to work. So we worrying about publishing deals when we haven't written a fucking page. Back it up. Let's keep it cute. For those who are going to leave having 60 pages, Paola, that to you should show you that you have what it takes to get to the end. If your 60 pages are the end of your chapbook, then you're doing exactly what Angie said. You're on to the next step. Now you look for an editor. Now you clean it up. And then there's the process of looking for an agent. And it's steps. We cannot fucking walk, before
And
crawling.
you can't skip steps.
We can't fucking skip steps. And a lot of us tend to do
Because
that.
even if you're working on a body of work that's poetry, get yourself an editor.
Absolutely. Those of you who are writing in Spanish, get an editor.
Yes.
Those of you who are writing books that are Spanish and English, need an editor. So this process is definitely, this masterclass is intended to help you build that muscle, that editing. Like really seeing, oh, this is flat. That way, because you should be editing your own shit before you give it to someone else. Oh my God, how cute is that? Congratulations! Look at our graduate. Go ahead, girl.
Aww. She all by herself.
I know.
We're so used to seeing our family members when we graduate, and graduation has completely changed with this pandemic.
Too much. So family, that's it. Breathe it out. Breathe, because it is intimidating, and it's meant to be. This one is going to be a lot more strenuous, and I'm going to be pushing you harder than I ever have because I have fucking expectations. I expect you to write your ass off. I want you to win. I want that win for you. I want it for me. Period.
Who else has questions? So the free intro, explain to us what's going to happen during Sunday's intro class.
Okay, so I slow it down. I take you week by week. You're gonna know exactly what's happening every week. I'm actually when we have those people sign up, everyone is required to bring 1 page of their work to share. We're going to talk about where they're at, what they've been writing, how many pages there's a lot. I have a lot of expectations from that day one.
So basically, it's the first day of college, and the professor's handing out that syllabus and breaking it down to you.
You know it. How many pages? How many pages you got? How many numbers you got? I have homework. So basically on that free intro, I want to know how many pages you have, and it could be drafts, and it could be written in your journal, because sometimes if you're a writer like me, I have journals that I haven't even transcribed into my computer. That counts. So I want to know how many pages you've written. Don't feel like you have to have all 10 pages for the free intro. You do not. I'm not trying to fucking stress you out. I need to know.
I'm joining, Alicia, because you know
I know you are. Yes. I know you are.
I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm joining.
You're going to do it. You're going to do it. And listen, no one is going to be crucified for not getting to their 10 pages weekly, because I know that we are in a motherfucking pandemic. Life happens. We are losing people in these fucking streets. We are fucking rioting. Our black people are getting killed. Like, come on now. Like, there's real shit happening. This is intended just to hold space and for us, when we're together, to show up and get it done. We can control what we can control.
Let's talk about early bird prices, Alicia.
Yes.
What does that mean, Alicia?
So I gave everyone the sick discount. It's $35 a week, right? That's the early bird. And then what's the total? Because I'm not a mathematician, I'm a writer.
I'm going on here.
It was 2-something. And
210?
Yes, it was something like that. $210 for the 6 weeks, because I'm joining. So I'm the teacher and student in the master class, because it's the first one. So we in this shit together for real, for real. And so before June 7th, if you've applied, you get that early bird rate, the $35 a week. So we have a payment plan, the $35 a week, because we know people are struggling. And then if you want to pay your lump sum, you do that too. After that, after June 7th, it is $55 per week, and it's $300 something for the whole thing. $330.
So don't play yourself. It's a $20 difference. Esos 20 pesos se pueden usar for something else.
Un vinito, unos cafecitos, una hierbita, whatever your poison. But I'm excited. I'm really excited.
$35 a week, and there's a payment plan.
Listen, my intention for having this master class is seeing my people fucking thrive and get it done.
Armando, the workshop is 6 weeks. All the information is on our website under the Writers tab. Look for Writing from the Womb, and you will see all the information for the 6-week masterclass workshop there. And also June 7th is the free intro class, where Alicia is asking everybody to come with the first page of their manuscript. Okay? I will be emailing everyone who has signed up for the free intro class to remind them to bring in their first page. And then on that day, you could decide whether you're going to commit to the $35 a week or not, or play yourself. You going to commit, or you going to play yourself?
Listen, I can feel that people's stomachs are like upset and the nerves. I know that energy, but really see it as something exciting. See this as an exciting time.
I'm anxious myself, and I'm like fearful myself, because I'm just like, damn, am I really going to commit to write 10 pages a week? And am I really going to have the time to read other people's work and, you know, and be committed to giving them feedback as well. Because if you want feedback, you got to get feedback in
Right.
return.
That's
Right?
important. That's
So
important.
it's definitely something for you to think about. It's going to
Yes.
be held on Sundays, is it? Sundays?
Sundays. Yep.
And,
3 Sundays in June and 3 Sundays in
you
July.
you need to make sure that you got childcare those Sundays, and that you're not distracted, and that you could commit wholeheartedly to working on your craft during this workshop.
And listen, don't if you can't do this one, we can do it in the fall. Like I'm gonna have the writing from the womb, the 9 week in the fall in November. You know, so breathe it out. You know what you need right now. People are really fucking struggling. People's hearts are hurting. People are fucking angry. You know, and they're like, you know, it's hard. This is a commitment. This is also an investment, right? This is also an investment on your craft. And a lot of people don't have it like that, you know. So also email us. Email us if you know you're struggling financially, and we'll work with you. Talk to Angie and me, you know, because I definitely want to hold space for people, for real.
Amanda has said that she's done writing from the womb, and it's amazing. Highly recommend.
Yay, Amanda. What's up, baby girl? Amanda, what are you working on? What are you writing? Your second book?
And we have a lot of previous alumni from writing from the womb in here. Priscilla says, my request for my fellow writers is for us to hold ourselves accountable to this commitment. I need all of you as much as you need me. That's right, girl. That's right.
So, we need it right now, yo.
Amanda's super busy. Amanda is working on book 2, but she's also screenwriting and exploring short film.
All right, let's go. Let's go, let's go. I have 2 pilots that are sitting in my stomach. 2 pilots for TV shows, trying to get that Netflix money.
Damn.
So I got to get
Does
this memoir
anybody
done
else,
and this historical fiction done.
does anybody else have questions? Click on the question mark on the bottom right of your screen. We're trying to get these questions out the way because I don't want y'all to come in on Sunday and be like, I didn't know. I didn't know.
No, but thank you for saying that, Liana. I really appreciate that. What I know, like, no vanity, one of my greatest gifts is my ability to really see your story, to really see and really feel what it is that you're trying to create, and helping to help birth that. That's something that is a privilege and an honor for me to be able to see that, to be like, okay, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm seeing, your character, you know, and helping you kind of go deeper. And so writing from the womb is special. It really is.
So it seems everybody knows what to expect. We don't have questions. We do have a few people who have gone on the website and are registering right now for the free intro class.
Excellent.
They are bout it.
Go. Because we bout it. Angie, you're saving this video? Because I want to post it on my wall later.
Sure.
Thank you.
I'll save it on our IG Live.
Cool. Family, thank you so much for joining the live. DM us, email info@dominicanwriters.com.
No, don't DM me. DM Alicia.
Don't fucking email her. Email me. DM me.
DM Alicia with all your questions because she is the facilitator and she's gonna tell you what she's going to allow and what she's not.
Word. I love y'all. Have a beautiful,
share the wealth.
I went there.
If you know any writers who would benefit from the class, share with them. And let's go, everybody. Let's do this.
Thank you, Angie, so much. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everyone have a beautiful afternoon. Be kind to one another, yo. Love on your people.
Bye, everyone.
Be well. See you soon.
Bye.
I could go, right?